the Avaya, SELP, group, Maasai dances.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, families, esteemed staff, distinguished guests, and all birthday babies. Welcome to a group self introduction and background. Founded in 2016, Avaya's SELP group is the brainchild of husband and wife, Ed and Stella. Ed is a returned diaspora, and Stella is a caregiver and counselor in geriatrics, working for an esteemed elderly care foundation in Nairobi. Jointly, and out of the necessity for basics, we lead a modest life in the greatest suburbs of Roysambu and Zimmerman in Nairobi, Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, extreme and erratic weather in Maasai semi-arid habitat has beckoned young and energetic morons to seek employment in cities historically settled like Nairobi, place of cool waters in Maasai. Just as a shooting star appears once in a while, an idea slowly turned into an image, a manifestation of the sad effects of climate change in dry, arid, and sometimes uninhabitable terrain where the Maasai are compelled to dwell unsustainably and unable to flourish with lack. Natural solutions come out of times of great hardship. So we mobilize to search door to door for like-minded people, askaris. In other words, night security guards. The same force that stopped Sultan Hamoud and like other protective armies, the Maasai have been known to capture the enemy, but not to have ever participated in enslaving even prisoners of war. Born out of extreme weather and vulnerability today is an upward mobile generation of young, energetic Maasai men and women seeking jobs and forced to migrate into urban areas as modern medical tourists due to food insecurity and consequent malnutrition. So where do you find the Maasai? These unassuming Mas-speaking people are nomadic pastoralists with paleontologic origin who traced and settled near water catchment areas indigenous to East Africa, mainly in the Great Rift Valley, the plains of Kenya and northern Tanzania, covering the regions of Kajiado, Narok, Uasin-Gishu, Laikipia, Supukia, Naivasha, Gilgil, Monduli, Ngorongoro, Mount Kilimanjaro, and Oldonyo Lengai, literally meaning mountain of God, an active volcano. How do we look? The native black Kush inhabitants of Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, and the Upper and Lower Nile have remained anthropologically unchanged for centuries, the Maasai being the most authentic representative type. What has climate change done for us? Until the 1930s, the long-standing system of livestock production by Maasai herders dominated and rarely disturbed wildlife. They saw the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro and those northwest of Oldonyokiri, present-day Mount Kenya, as vital to their herding economy, providing critical grazing and water during dry seasons, and particularly during recurrent droughts. As the Maasai are displaced from ancestral lands, the wildlife follows the Maasai and prefer to live outside of the park alongside the Maasai people. Nonetheless, the symbiotic balance between the Maasai, land, and wildlife that existed for thousands of years is sadly breaking down. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and distinguished guests, Avaya Maasai is therefore an assembly of Maasai, etc., men, women, and sometimes children, all of Maasai origin, who sing, dance, chant, levitate, and perform live in the Avaya SELP group, pitting levity against gravity. Our live and raw performance is a combination of a matrix of sounds, vibrations, and ancient fusion of code, produced by Safari Look Productions. Avaya
The Avaya
actually
SELP
stands for Apaya in Maasai, meaning man or papa.
The Avaya SELP Group
A performance of a lifetime. Thank you. Ashe Oleg.
The Avaya SELP Group Maasai dances.